So I cannot sit here and say, oh, Jason shouldn't have done that, because I probably would have done that as well.
Hard for you. I'm sorry if we made it harder on you.
Kelce! I didn't feel your brothers are taking Taylor Swift. Let's go! Oh my God! Yeah?
Kelce! Kelce! Kelce!
Hey, Kelce!
Kelce, can I get a fist bump?
First, we've got Taylor Swift towering over the NFL elite, not just in fame, but with her staggering $1.6 billion net worth. She could literally buy an NFL team and still have enough to spare. But how does her fortune stack up against Travis Kelce and other top players? Kelce is spilling it all? Then, the Swift magic is real, or is it? We dive into how Taylor's presence in the stands may, or may not, be destroying Kelce's game. Speaking of Kelce, his bestie was spotted at Taylor's Miami show with her brother, and fans are freaking out over the growing seriousness of their romance. Oh, and the Kelce brothers? Subtly stirring the political pot with their sly comments and actions hasn't helped stop the rumor mill either. If that's not enough, Taylor low-key shout out to Travis with her latest Instagram post will leave your jaw dropped. And finally, Italy might just be the next chapter for Taylor and Travis. Yep, the pair are rumored to be buying property there together. Marriage and kids are on the horizon, but will they really make the ultimate commitment? Stay tuned, because we've got all the scandalous details coming up. Sparking viral support. Jason Kelce's fierce loyalty to his brother and his protective stance toward Taylor took center stage after he confronted a fan who insulted their relationship. While attending a college football game at Penn State, Jason, who was there as a guest on ESPN's College Game Day, was approached by a fan who shouted a homophobic slur and questioned his brother's relationship with Swift. The fan recorded himself saying, "Hey Kelce, how does it feel your brother is a FT for dating Taylor Swift?" In a rare moment of anger, Jason grabbed the phone, slammed it to the ground, and responded with the words, "Who's the FT now?" before picking up the device and walking away with it, beer in hand. The incident quickly went viral, stirring both admiration and criticism across social media. Sources close to Travis and Taylor revealed that the couple was stunned by the fans' behavior and felt deeply appreciative of Jason's actions. They emphasized that Jason, who is often seen as the more reserved and down-to-earth Kelce brother, took the insult to heart, viewing it as a personal attack on his family, including Swift, whom he now considers family. Although some social media users questioned Jason's use of the same slur in his retort, others, including Kansas City's Mayor Quinton Lucas, praised him for standing up for his loved ones. Jason has yet to publicly address his choice of words, but has received widespread support. His loyalty toward his family, particularly amid the intense scrutiny around Travis and Taylor's relationship, resonates with fans who see him as a protective older brother. The two Kelce brothers share a close bond, highlighted during Jason's retirement announcement earlier this year. Travis was visibly emotional during the press conference, celebrating Jason's 13-season career with the Eagles, during which he won a Super Bowl title. Their connection has also been a major factor in the $100 million deal for their podcast New Heights, which offers a behind-the-scenes look at their lives and perspectives. Jason's protective stance towards Swift is not entirely new. He has attended several of her Eras Tour shows, sometimes with Travis and other times with his own family, and has publicly praised Swift as down-to-earth and genuine. Despite the whirlwind attention on his brother's high-profile romance, Jason remains careful about discussing it publicly, aiming to balance his support with respect for their privacy. The incident at Penn State only reaffirms Jason's dedication to protecting those he cares about, even under the glaring spotlight that now accompanies the Kelce family.
Kelce! I didn't feel your brothers are taking Taylor Swift. Let's go! Oh my God! Yeah?
Kelce! Kelce! Kelce!
Hey, Kelce!
Kelce, can I get a fist bump?
So I cannot sit here and say, oh, Jason shouldn't have done that, because I probably would have done that as well.
Jason is probably going to have to find ways to get himself out of these situations in the future. People just continue to think, and we see this in stadiums all the time, that they can just say anything they want to these people inside the arenas.
But he's always been on the football field with the fans yelling at him, not with the fan taping right next to him.
But people are just not responsible enough, I think, for all that access to a guy that nice.
You got a reaction. How did you like the reaction? Now, at the end of the day, Jason going to have to pay for it. It's easy to say you should handle it better, and he probably understands.
A billionaire battle. All right, let's talk about Taylor and her mind-blowing $1.6 billion net worth. That's right, billion with a B. She's raking it in thanks to her record-shattering Eras Tour, hit albums, and that crazy successful concert film. But with her cozying up to Travis Kelce, people are dying to know, how does Taylor's fortune stack up against her NFL beau and other top players? First up, Kelce. The guy's worth about $90 million, a solid chunk of change for sure, but that's barely 5% of Taylor's mountain of money. He makes around $19.5 million a year now, making him the highest paid tight end, and even if he played forever, he's not catching up. And Mahomes, same story, $90 million net worth and a massive 10-year, $450 million contract. Yet, Mahomes is still not playing in Taylor's financial league. Then there's Dak Prescott, currently holding the crown as the highest-paid NFL player with his $240 million deal. His net worth is sitting at $90 million too, which is adorable compared to Swift's empire. In fact, Taylor could spend Kelce's, Mahomes, and Dak's combined fortunes, and she'd still have over $1 billion left. And let's not forget Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, right? He earned around $450 million over his entire career, and yet even he falls short. The real shocker? Taylor's net worth puts her above some NFL team owners. She's richer than Arizona Cardinals' Michael Bidwell and even Chicago Bears' Virginia Hallis McCaskey. So could Taylor afford her own team? Absolutely. She could buy a few if she wanted. In the world of money, Swift is in a league of her own.
Because we have chatted about this, the Taylor Swift effect being real for the NFL, and obviously it is. And I would like to know whether or not Taylor Swift's going to be there.
Yeah.
Okay? I had no idea. So last night I go with my wife and a few of her friends, and we go in there. These are the last United States of America shows for the Eras Tour that has obviously traveled the entire globe. Boy, I did not know that you could have an audience that engaged for 3.5 hours.
Unbelievable.
Taylor Swift is a monster. Mm-hmm. She cut promos in the middle of this thing, told stories. We're talking punchlines. We're talking the history of things. No flubs. Wow. They all know the exact move. And then hands like this, it's like literally the stadium is shaking. Me and my crowd do during these shows. She just pointed around, okay? And literally, whole place just stands up, does the wave, and then as soon as she stops, everybody just stops. There was a 3.5-minute standing ovation. 3.5-minute standing ovation. And with everything that's going on in this show, It was the coolest, most electric environment I have ever been in my entire. I'll tell you what, we're right in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah.
We're right in the middle of the whole damn thing.
69,000.
All in.
Travis Kelce's performance. All right, everyone's been buzzing about Taylor showing up to cheer on Travis, but does her presence really affect his game? Well, let's break it down. When Taylor's in the stands, it's like an extra spark for Kelce and the Chiefs. This season, Kelce's stats with Swift watching include 13 catches for 109 yards across 3 games. His best showing with her around was against the Saints, where he snagged a season-high 9 catches for 70 yards. The Chiefs? They're 3-0 when she's there, and if we rewind to last season, they're a solid 13-3 when she's in the crowd. So it's safe to say the team performs well with the Swift energy in full force. Now, when she's off doing her thing on tour, Kelce is still slaying it on the field. In the 2 2024 games she missed so far, Kelce actually racked up more receiving yards than when she's been there. 11 catches for 119 yards. That includes a season-high 89 yards against the Chargers. So while some may have joked about Swift magic, the numbers show that Kelce doesn't need her in the stands to play well. Kelce's bestie spotted. While Travis was busy playing for the Chiefs, his best friend Ross Travis wasn't missing out on the action. He was spotted at Taylor's Eras Tour concert in Miami. Kelce couldn't make it due to his game, but Ross was clearly there to represent and show some love for Taylor, attending the concert alongside Swift's brother Austin. Talk about blending worlds! Ross, a former tight end himself, has been by Kelce's side through his NFL career, and now it looks like he's a front-row fan of the Kelce-Swift romance. Decked out in a Tortured Poets Department hoodie, one of Taylor's merch pieces of course, he was seen chatting it up with Austin and having a great time. This isn't Ross's first rodeo with the Swifties. He's been photographed with Taylor during Chiefs games over the past year, so he's no stranger to her world. Kelce and Swift have been the couple of the moment, and despite their packed schedules, they've found ways to support each other. Whether it's Taylor jetting halfway around the world to see Kelce play, or Kelce traveling across continents to catch her shows, these two make it work. After Taylor's months-long Europe tour, they even spent some quality time together before she resumed performing in the U.S. With Taylor now back on tour, And the Chiefs doing their thing on the field, it's clear that Kelce's crew is fully immersed in Swift mania. Whether in the stadium or at her concerts, the support is real. And with Ross repping for both his best friend and Taylor, this friendship circle meets romance just keeps getting sweeter. Quietly stirring the pot? Travis and Jason Kelce might not be waving political flags everywhere they go, but their subtle moves are sending big messages. Let's start with Travis. He's not out here giving speeches or anything, but come on, the signs are all there. Whether it's his stint on SNL doing those progressive-leaning sketches or starring in vaccine campaigns, Travis is definitely letting us know which way he leans. And can we talk about his relationship with Taylor? She's practically the poster girl for the Democratic Party, so it's no shock that people are reading into Travis's own beliefs because of it. Oh, and remember when he kneeled during the anthem back in 2017? Yeah, Travis has never been afraid to stand or kneel for what he believes in, even in a league that tends to avoid mixing football with politics. Now, Jason Kelce, he's a bit more under the radar but still making moves. He's always up for a laugh, like when he threw shade at Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker after his speech, clearly poking fun at right-leaning views. Jason's got that jokey, I'll say it but make it funny vibe, but people see through it. Here's the kicker, no pun intended. Both Kelce brothers are big names in football, a world where fans can be a little conservative to say the least. The fact that they're casually signaling left-leaning views, that's shaking things up. With Travis being linked to Swift, one of the world's biggest influencers, people are starting to wonder if their subtle stance could have real political impact. Could the Kelce brothers be changing the game off the field too? Taylor makes nod to Kelce. Taylor Swift kicked off the Miami leg of her Eras Tour with a subtle nod to her boo, Travis, and of course fans picked up on it instantly. On Friday, she posted a cute Instagram clip of her and her cat Olivia walking through the empty stadium before the show. But the real tea? Swift was rocking a yellow Ralph Lauren sweatshirt that looked eerily similar to one Kelce wore on an episode of his New Heights podcast. It's giving serious, I'm thinking of you babe vibes, while Travis is busy playing with the Chiefs this weekend. Though Travis couldn't be there, his family made sure the Kelce representation was strong. His mom Donna and brother Jason were spotted at Taylor's show, and Jason didn't come solo. He brought his wife Kylie and their adorable kiddos Wyatt and Elliot to the Hard Rock Stadium to catch the show. Talk about family support, right? Big future decisions. It looks like things are heating up between Travis and Taylor, and fans are buzzing about their next big move. According to reports, the power couple is planning to buy property together in Italy once the NFL season wraps up. Italy seems to be their go-to romantic getaway, and after a dreamy summer vacation there, it's no surprise they're making plans to put down roots in the picturesque spot. Talk about relationship goals, right? Rumor has it, they've been talking kids and marriage too. A source told Life and Style that wedding bells could be ringing as soon as next spring, after football season. They already celebrated their one-year mark, and their public appearances, whether it's catching a baseball game or spending quality time with friends like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, have only fueled speculation about an engagement on the horizon. If that wasn't romantic enough, Swift reportedly dropped a cool $250,000 on a birthday surprise for Kelce, renting out the Formula One track at Monza for some private racing lessons. And where is Monza? Just 2 hours away from the very spot they're looking to buy property. Clearly, Italy holds a special place in their hearts. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.